Alright guys, what is going on? Match reaction. Spurs 1, Liverpool 2, and Spurs' woeful home record this season continues. It's another defeat at home for Spurs. Listen, it wasn't helped with the red card, and then they got another red card really late on, but it's a big win for Liverpool. It's a big, big win for Liverpool. I did think Liverpool were going to win this game, and they have done. Obviously, the red card would have helped Liverpool massively, and it did really. It did. It helped them to seal the victory in this game. Listen, it wasn't a great game of football. Like there wasn't really much quality in this game from both teams. Yes, there were chances, but we didn't really have many clear-cut opportunities, not many big chances. Spurs actually had more big chances than Liverpool, which is crazy considering Spurs had 10 men for like 1 hour of that game. But Liverpool, Arne Slot, they will not care. The only thing that they will care about is the 2-1 scoreline, the 3 points in the Premier League table. I think Liverpool now go on to 29 points. I think they've overtaken Sunderland. I think they're on 29 points. I'm pretty sure they are because they were on 26 before this game. Liverpool maybe are just starting to find their form again. It's now I think 6 games unbeaten for Liverpool. Maybe they are starting to find their form again, and for Arne Slot, that can only be a positive because there was so many Liverpool fans asking him to get sacked, like a month and a half ago. And, he's kind of proven them people wrong now by getting some decent results. And this is a decent result. We all know Spurs' home record this season is terrible. And, it's no surprise Liverpool have won this game. But, for Spurs, another defeat at home is not good enough. It really isn't good enough for Spurs. A graphic came up on the screen on Sky. Points at home since November 2024. Spurs have got 17. They've got the lowest amount of points, Spurs, in the Premier League at home. They're below Wolves. Since November 2024, they are below Wolverhampton Wanderers. That is just poor, not good enough. Considering how bad Wolves have been this season. I haven't even won a game all season, Wolves, and Spurs are below them. It's embarrassing. I feel bad for Thomas Frank, because the red card did not help him at all. I think Thomas Frank is under severe pressure at the minute. I know like quite a few Spurs fans want him to get sacked, which I just find ridiculous. How can you sack a manager who's been in charge for like 3 to 4 months? It's just bizarre. I just don't understand clubs, man. My team, Manchester United, did it for years. Sack a manager after 18 months. How are you ever going to build a team? Listen, fans are allowed their own opinion, but I wouldn't sack Thomas Frank. No chance. It's the same when Liverpool wanted Slot out. Why would you sack Slot? It's just won the Premier League. Yes, they're going through a rough patch, but Liverpool are always going to turn it around. And I think, the signs are for Liverpool now that they are slowly starting to get back into form. But yeah, Spurs fans wanting Thomas Frank to get sacked, I just think it's ridiculous, to be honest. But yeah, 2-1 win for Liverpool. That's a big win. It's a big win. But let's talk about the goals, the action, because there's quite a lot of incidents in this game, to be honest. First half, nothing really happened. But we did get one incident in the first half. In the 33rd minute, Xavi Simons getting sent off for Spurs, and it's a clear red card. It is a really, really bad tackle by Xavi Simons on Virgil van Dijk. He's got no intention to try and get the ball, Xavi Simons. And yeah, studs right down the back of Van Dijk's calf. It's such a bad tackle. He even rips his socks. Xavi Simons is that bad and that forceful. And, the referee initially gave a yellow card, but was sent to the screen. And clearly, I mean, you can see why he changed his mind. It's a clear red card, in my opinion. Can have no argument. Xavi Simons. And yeah, the game lacked quality in the first half, but I knew when Spurs went down to 10 men, it was over. I knew as soon as that red card was shown for Xavi Simons, Spurs were not winning the game. And then 11 minutes into the second half is all it took. Alexander Isak was brought on as a half-time substitution by Arne Slot, and he scores. Lovely ball. It's a mistake, to be honest. It's a mistake by Romero. He tries to boot it up Romero. Spurs are just defending, really. Romero boots it straight at McAllister, forced to Ekitike. Lovely first-time pass to Wirtz by Ekitike. Wirtz slips into Isak. Isak hits it first time. Really good finish by Alexander Isak past Vicario. But the worrying sign for Liverpool is that Isak did get injured. Took the shot, and Van de Ven kind of scissor tackled him whilst he was taking the shot, Isak, and he was down on the floor for quite some time. And I think it might be his knee. The good thing for Liverpool fans, though, was that he did manage to walk off the pitch. He was limping off the pitch, to be honest. But, good to see him back on his feet, because it did look quite a nasty injury. But, yeah, he'll probably be out, Isak, for the next game, to be honest. And then it went from bad to worse for Spurs. 10 minutes later, Ekitike making it 2-0. And at this point, it was definitely game over. Frimpong gets it on the right side. Another substitution made by Arne Slot. Gets in the cross, takes a little deflection off Jed Spence, which makes the ball loop into the air. And Ekitike just wants it more than Romero. Jumps higher than Romero. Listen, there's two hands in the back of Romero. I don't think it's a foul, though. I don't think there's enough for a foul. Brilliant header by Ekitike. Posting in. No chance for Vicario. And it's, 2-0 to Liverpool. And at that point, it's the game's done. Spurs did hit the bar moments before Liverpool made it 2-0 with Muani. That could have drastically changed the game if that looped in. But it didn't. It came off the bar. But Spurs did get back into it. Richarlison in the 83rd minute, bit of a scrappy goal from the corner. It's just pinball in the Liverpool penalty box. They don't get it cleared. Just forced to Richarlison. Tidy finish by Richarlison into the bottom left-hand corner. Yeah, but honestly, will be disappointed that they didn't keep a clean sheet. But yeah, then it was all Spurs, really. Had the momentum from that goal, but they just couldn't get the equaliser. And then to finish it off, another red card for Spurs. Romero in the 93rd minute. It was already on a yellow card, Romero, for a previous tackle he made. But he kicks out at Canate, just stupid by Romero. I mean, Romero is a very good defender, but sometimes he just doesn't have a brain. Kicks out. Referee saw him kick out. He sees it with the referee. Second yellow for Romero. Sends him off. Spurs finished the game down to 9 men. Couldn't get the equaliser either. And, Xavi Simons now, I think, will have a 3-game ban because it was a straight red. Romero will have a 1-game ban, I believe, because it was a second yellow card. And Liverpool hold on to beat Spurs 2-1. Bit of a frantic ending. Sort of pretty dull, low-quality game, if I'm being honest with you. But Liverpool, big win. Spurs losing at home again. Shocking. But guys, let me know in the comments your thoughts on the match. Make sure to like, subscribe, turn on notifications, and I'll catch you later.